Hello, my friends. Sorry I'm a couple minutes late logging on. It's just past 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in chilly Markham, Ontario, Canada. I know it takes a couple minutes for people to find the feed, so while people are hopping on, hopefully you're all getting excited about the stamping that we're going to do today, and you're getting excited because it's December. So what are we, December the 3rd now? So what does that mean? There's like 21 more days until Christmas. So I don't know who's getting organized. Hi Bev, good afternoon. I was just saying that Christmas is going to be here in no time, and I don't know, it came really fast this year. And we're already into December, which means our Christmas crafting should either be done or in very high gear. So I don't know which camp you're in. Are you in the done camp, Christmas crafting, or high gear camp? So I am in the high gear camp, although last night we had technique class. The first Monday of the month is always technique class here in the Stampin' for Fun world. And so one of the ladies who came to class, she was in the all done camp, and she was saying that she even found Christmas cards that she had made ahead of time last year, so she really had it all set for this year, so she was in good shape. Me, I'm in medium shape, so there's still a lot of Christmas cards I want to get out. This evening I'm meeting some girlfriends from our book club. I say book club in quotations because we were all new moms. All our oldest children are the same age, so we kind of would get together for play dates, and then it turned into book club. We used to get together all the time when the kids were little. You'd think we were so busy when the kids were little, but I think it's when we really needed to get together. So now we don't get together as much. We don't read books anymore, but we still talk about our kids. So I'm hoping to still grab some time this afternoon to make wrap up. I had bought these little hot chocolate gifts for them, but I thought if I could just make a nice little tag, it would just really finish it off. So I'm hoping to get time this afternoon to do that. How is everybody else doing on their Christmas crafting? Hopefully you are all part of my email newsletter. So you should have gotten an email this morning that gave the information about Stampin' Up's year-end closeout stuff. So what they were announcing today is the products that are not carrying over. And so we're really down to the last chance because the holiday catalog finishes off this month, and most of the stuff now, starting I guess with today's announcement, everything will be last chance unless otherwise mentioned. So now's the time to pick up those stamp sets that you've been holding out on. One that I really like, and I understand they have to retire things so that they make room for new things, but one stamp set that I'm a little sad to see go is the one that I just did the class on, the Everything Festive stamp set. I'm just looking to see whether I have a copy of it, but I did bring the cards that we made at the class last week so that you can see this stamp set in action. It's got like, oh, here we go again, this backwards thing. Let me see whether I can turn it the right way, since then the words will be more in the right direction for you. Okay, so let's try this. Okay, so here's one of the cards. There we go. So that's in the right direction, although I feel a bit confused. So it's got, the stamp set has Merry and Bright in it. And then it's got one that says From Our Home to Yours. Okay, but it isn't just for Christmas, because it's also got one that would be good for Valentine's Day, the P.S. I Love You. And it's also got one in case you don't get all your Christmas cards done and you need to send New Year's cards. Oh, Charlene is on. Hi, Charlene. And it's also got the wishing you peace, love, and laughter in the new year. So that stamp set, Charlene, you're going to get that stamp set in the mail because you took the class to go. But those of you who didn't take advantage of my class last week, it's really last chance for that stamp set. Make sure you head to my website, genevieve.stampinup.net, and you will see all the stuff. They have a little category you just click. It's year-end closeouts or something, and so there's a bunch of items that are kind of last chance to get them. They're retiring. And then there's another little tab that says discounted. So there's maybe about 15 to 20 items that are discounted items. Last chance as well, but they're a little bit discounted. So one of the ones that is on the, so I showed you the Everything Festive stamp set is one of my favorites that's going goodbye. That's not discounted, but one of the things that is discounted in the year-end closeouts is this special paper pumpkin kit. I believe normally it's $25 plus tax and shipping, but during the year-end closeout, just $17.50. Hi, Sherry. Yeah, it's just $17.50. So I wanted to highlight that because the kit makes 8 celebration cards. So it doesn't have to be birthday. It could be birthday, but you could use it for anniversary, congratulations, anything like that. So normally I charge $37 by the time you put in the tax and the shipping and everything and the block. So let me show you what's in this kit, because now it's only $17.50 Canadian. You get a whole stamp set that has all these numbers. You get this stamp set, which is very celebratory. It's got like a birthday hat, confetti, happy birthday, today we celebrate you. So you get both of those stamp sets in the box. So if you want to find it, just head to my online store, genevieve.stampinup.net, hit the year-end closeouts and the discounted products, and you'll see the pop-in. It's called the pop-in birthday kit. And why it's called the pop-in birthday is because if you can see in the picture, the cards actually pop out. So, and it's not hard for you. They've already pre-scored, pre-printed it. So you just get to do the fancy stamping. Whoa, stamping. You get to choose the sentiments that you want to put in. See, the kit has even some mini dimensionals in there. It even includes a whole roll of tear and tape adhesive. It's an amazing value. So if anyone wants to take advantage of that, just message me. I am putting in a group order today. So if you're local, you can pick it up from me, or otherwise just head to my online store. Even if you're not local, I can still arrange to have it shipped to you if you're not too familiar with the online store. But otherwise, the best thing is to just shop on the online store directly, and then it'll get shipped directly to you. Okay, so hopefully that gives you a bit of a teaser of the things that are available right now as part of the year-end closeout offers. Okay, so for those of you just joining in, and maybe you've never watched before, even if you're watching the replay, I love to see you comment. I love to know you're on. So say hello, share what you think about what I'm sharing and stamping with you. Tell me where you're from. Don't be afraid to chat, because my Tuesday at 2s are a time to connect with you. And anybody who comments will be entered into a drawing for a little prize. So I do have my prize all ready for last week's winner. Karen Sullivan was the winner from last week, and you are going to get a little bit of foil paper mailed out to you. So thank you for watching Tuesday at 2 last week. Thank you for commenting. So if you're watching this week, make sure to comment and let me know you're there, and you'll just be entered into a drawing for I think this week I'll also give out some foil paper as well. So if you want some pretty and shiny foil paper, make sure to comment, and then I'll know to enter you. So I do only mail mostly prizes just to Canadians, but of course I love all comments. Wherever you are in the world, you are more than welcome to comment and enjoy stamping with me. Okay, so we are into a new month here, and before I forget, I'm going to flip the camera back to the regular way so that we're not confused. And so what we'll do now, we're into December, so it's a new product of the month. So each month I've been showcasing a different product, and last month we were doing the Christmas Time is Here suite. And guess what? The whole month I was talking about the Christmas Time is Here suite in November, and the whole month I said that it was only available in November or while supplies last. Nobody, now I know some of you are demonstrators, so I thought someone would have caught me, but I didn't know. The whole time I thought it was limited time only for November, so I'm eating humble pie because I just found out that obviously I did not read the information carefully, and the Christmas Time is Here sweet is a while supplies last sweet, but it is not limited to November. So that was a little mistake on my part, just because Stampin' Up's always done it that way, so I didn't realize they had changed it. So if you didn't catch some of the fun stuff that we did last month in with the products from the Christmas Time is Here suite. Let me see whether I have any of the paper here. I think I might have gotten rid of most of it, but I've used a lot of it. But if you guys can recall some of the projects we did last month, the paper is really one of my favorites. So it is still available. It is still available. They still have stock, so I guess they'll continue to sell while they have stock. Oh, see, good, Tracy. You make me feel better. I was like, I guess I didn't read properly, but sometimes there's so much information, I must have missed that. So the stamp set, the ribbon, the candy dots, they're all still available while supplies last. So if you missed out in November or your budget didn't allow you to get it, you can still get it. Just go to my online store, genevieve.stampinup.net, and you can take advantage. So yes, here's some of the beautiful paper, the dies, all of that good stuff. Oh, it's still, you can still see some. The best part is the gold foil embedded in there, I think. Okay, so I wanted to make sure that I rectified that little problem from my on my, I know. Oh, Tracy, you're a demonstrator. Yeah. So yeah, I know. That's what I did. I'm sure I sent out emails saying last chance, da da da. But anyway, I'm eating the humble pie and saying, apologies, it's still available just while supplies last. Okay, so let's get on to, so that was last month's product of the month. This month's product of the month, I am moving into something that would work more for all occasions. So I am going to be showcasing the Hoot Hoot Hooray stamp set. So this stamp set may or may not be known to you because it's not in the annual catalog. It's not in the holiday catalog. It's actually in the Experience Creativity brochure. So I have been handing a lot of these out because I think that it is great for people looking to get started with stamping. And sorry, I'm just reading Maureen's comment. Better than saying it was available and it wasn't. That's true. That's true. She's talking about the Christmas Time is Here. So yes, it is super, super cute. So for all of the month of December, I'll be showcasing projects using this stamp set. Now my Team Stick girls, the girls who are on my team, stamping team, they already got all these projects a while ago. They already have seen them. They've already stamped with them. I've already sent them tutorials. But for those of you that are not on Team Stick and did not get those tutorials, you can get them now. All you have to do is place an online order on my store using the host code for December, and I will email you all the 4 tutorials. And in addition, if your order is $50 or more, you'll get the class in the mail. You'll get the make and take supplies. You'll get the embellishments and everything, so you can do it at home. Okay, so enough chatting, enough announcements. I agree, Jennifer. It is a super cute stamp set. Let's get on to the project today. So let me flip the camera around and hopefully everything will work. I'm going to move this stuff for the paper pumpkin, which is only $17 and change, I believe. So everyone should nab that kit if you haven't already. Okay, so let me flip this over and we'll do a little stamping together. If you're just joining in, don't be shy. Make sure to comment and say hi. And welcome to my Tuesday at 2 videos. Tuesday around 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when I love to share stamping and just do a video to inspire you and also tell you a little bit about what's going on in the Stampin' for Fun world. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to use this stamp set, the Hoot Hoot Hooray. Let's see what I can get rid of some of the shadow there. Hopefully that's okay. So this month's host code for December is right here. If you see anything you like or you want to take advantage of the year-end closeouts, make sure you go to genevieve.stampinup.net, and on the shopping cart page, just use that host code so that you get my December online ordering specials. Okay, and so let's get started. I'm going to use some Smoky Slate cardstock. Now, Smoky Slate is a great color because it's not too dark, but it's a great neutral color. This is 5 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches. Okay, and we are going to score it. This is our paper trimmer. I believe it's $36, maybe $34, somewhere in that price range. And I'm going to do the scoring. So the scoring tool is great and included with this trimmer. Okay, so the dark blade is for cutting, but I'm just scoring here so that we've got a nice crisp score line for our card base. Okay, and then I'm going to use this piece of Whisper White cardstock. It is 5 inches by 3 3/4 inches. And again, you just need to know that if you are making the cards yourself. But if you take advantage of my online ordering special and get the free class in the mail, I'll have pre-cut everything for you for the right dimensions, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so this is our Snail Adhesive. We'll just put a little bit and we'll stick that down. Okay, oh, you know what? I'm going to turn it this way. Okay, there we go. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. She's like, it's $34 Canadian. Yes, it is. Wow, I seem to have cut really crooked today. Okay, either I cut crooked or I put it down crooked. Let me just fix that. Okay, perfect. And then we're going to use some of the Settles Designer Series paper. It comes in a 6x6 size. I am going to use, so I'll show you, I'm going to use the Pool Party gingham pattern here, but you'll see it has all the Settles colors in there. So we've got the Highland Heather, Mint Macaron, the Petal Pink, so lots of colors in there. Okay, I know, right? For some reason I had in my mind that it was 36, but I know I sold a couple last weekend and I was pleasantly surprised. It was only $34 for the trimmer. Okay, so let's cut this. We are going to cut it at 3.5 inches by 4 3/4. Okay, 3.5 inches by 4 3/4. Okay, so that's such a pretty color, Pool Party. You can't go wrong there. Okay, and then we'll put that right on top. See how that layers right on top? Let's see if I can get it straight this time. The gingham pattern's really sweet, but there's a few other patterns that come in the Designer Series paperback so that you have a variety. Okay, now remember, I'll pre-cut and send these to you if you do place an order $50 or more in December on my online store. So you don't have to worry about the measurements. It's just those of you trying to recreate the card at home. This way you know what the measurements are. So I'm going to cut at 3/4 inches here. Okay, and the good thing about this trimmer is that there's some measurements on the right side as well. So it's going to be 3/4 inches, 3/4 of an inch. I'm not sure the best way to say that. And we'll go to 4 3/4. Okay, so we'll cut that at 4 3/4 by 3/4 inches. And then this will be our little layer across. Okay, so it's really the same piece of paper, but instead of using the gingham side, I'm using the different pattern side. Pretty much all of Stampin' Up's Designer Series paper is double-sided, which is fantastic because it gives you options. So it makes the, you just get more value with your paper when you know you're getting double-sided because it just gives you more options with your crafting. Okay. I know, this paper is so pretty. I think the Settles family is a very soft, sweet color as well. And so I have pre-cut. This is using the Stitch Shape Framelits dies. So I used it with the circle, and you can see that I've pre-cut it out, but it's got that very nice stitching on the side. And I'm going to use my favorite stamp from here. Can you guess which one it is? This guy. This guy is so funny. He's like the namesake of the stamp set, the Hoot Hoot Hooray. Okay, so let's grab him. Hi, Joy. I'm glad you commented. Anybody who's joining in and you're a bit late joining in, don't be shy. Just comment. Let me know you're here because all the comments will be entered into a drawing. Let me know. And this way it helps me to interact with you. I'm more of a face-to-face person, so that's why it took me so long to kind of do things on the online and stuff like that, because I thought, well, I'm just kind of talking to my phone. So it makes me really feel a lot better when you guys comment. It makes me feel like I'm talking to real people. Okay, so I'm going to use the Memento black ink pad, and we'll stamp it right here. Okay, the great thing about stamping is even if it's not perfect, like in that case, not really so perfect, I'm actually going to flip it around. What I'm actually going to do is see whether I can just do the owl and not do, I forgot that's what I wanted because it doesn't quite fit on the circle. I wanted just the, let me see whether I can clean my Hoot Hoot Hooray with my chamois. Let's see whether I can get my chamois here. Okay, so let me use a baby wipe. Sorry, I didn't disappear. I was getting a baby wipe because I wanted to kind of clean off this Hoot Hoot Hooray. See whether we can just ink up. Okay, and we'll just ink up the owl part. Let's see if we can do that. So sometimes when I'm trying to omit things, I can just kind of ink up to his feet and omit the words altogether. Can you see how I'm doing that? Okay. Okay, let's see whether we got a little bit better there. Okay, and that might help us. There we go. Okay, perfect. And then of course we have to color him in. We can't leave him like that. So let's use the blends markers. I'm going to go with just a circular motion. This is, I believe, the light smoky slate. Okay, so Stampin' Up! Does recommend when we're using the blends markers to use the Memento ink pad rather than the Stays On ink pad. So it's a black Memento ink pad. And I'm just using kind of circular motions. And if you really want to blend things, you do have to move a little bit quickly, but I'm okay. Now the reason why is because then you can kind of blend it a bit better, but I'm going in a circular motion. And then what I'm going to do, this is the light smoky slate. What I'm going to do is kind of highlight some parts with the dark smoky slate. Okay, so, and our blends markers are great because they do have a brush tip and a fine tip. So just notice that where the thick line is the thicker tip, the brush tip. And the thinner line is more the nub tip. Okay, so that's that. And then we'll use the darker one and do a little bit of highlighting. I'm going to use the nub tip. See, that's why I like these lines so much. I don't have to open the lid and say, oh, which one is it? You just look at the lines and it tells you which side is which. And I'm just going to highlight here around his little feathers, breast feathers here, and here on his wing feathers. Just give it a little bit of highlighting shadow. Okay, so that sometimes just helps to just give a little bit more definition to our little owl. Okay, and then we can use any sort of little marker. I'm going to use the Calypso Coral because that's from the Settles family, and there we go. Put a little color in his nose a little bit. Isn't he cute? Okay, so let's pop him right there in the center. I'm going to use our Stampin' Dimensionals to pop him up a bit. Okay. So don't forget, if you are planning to place an online order so that you can get the free class in the mail, make sure to use this host code so that I know to send you. Those of you who took advantage of last month's host code, those are in the mail for you. Some of you got the free rhinestones from last month's online ordering special, so don't worry, those are in the mail to you. Okay, there we go. And then we have to use that Hoot Hoot Hooray still, though, I think. So let's clean this off, and we'll see if we can just get the Hoot Hoot Hooray part, or we can just trim it. So let me get a little scrap piece of paper here. Okay. Do you guys save your scraps? Because I always have little scraps about this size. Let's see if we can just get our Hoot Hoot Hooray guy. can't find my chamois. I used it at class last night, so that's why I've got these baby wipes here. Okay. But I know my chamois is somewhere in those buckets behind me from class yesterday. It was quite a snowfall yesterday, so lots of people, but still lots of people still came out. The evening class was pretty full. The morning class was the one that was a little sparse because people were nervous. Some of the roads hadn't been plowed yet. Okay, there we go. So there's our Hoot Hoot Hooray. We do have a little bit of the feet in there, but it's not a huge deal. Let me get my little paper snips here. Okay, and then we'll snip that. We'll snip that. If we're worried about the feet, we can snip them off too. Sometimes it's fun to do little, okay. And then I might even put a little angle on here. Okay, there we go. So all we have to do now is add it on here. What I might do is I can actually even put it on an angle if I want to. Okay, and I'm going to use the dimensionals to pop it up again. I don't have my mini dimensionals right on me, so I'm just going to snip these in half. Okay, can you think of what occasion we might give this card to? I think maybe I'll send it to my son. You guys who watch me every week, you know I talk about my son in university all the time because, you know, it's like a transition when one kid moves out of the house. Feels like you've lost an arm or something when one kid leaves. Anyway, so you guys are all hearing about, I don't know which way I want it to go. Straight, angled, I don't know what you guys think. Let's do it angled. Okay, and then we got to have a little bit of embellishment. I think it would be fun. So let me show you which embellishment I'm using here. Let's see whether I can get them out. There are mini library clips. So I'm going to use one of the silver ones, I think. But they have, see, they're silver and white in there. They're super cute. Okay. And then I can just clip it on. So did I say that I was going to send it to my son when he's done exams? So I know he has one today, so I think he's got 3 more to go. Then he'll be done his first semester. Okay, let's see if we can clip that on there. Look at how cute that is. Okay, and let's see if I can find a little bit of twine. Because I think it might be nice to put a little bit of twine. Makes it extra cute. And somebody was asking me in class today how I do my bows. So this is how I do my bows. I take, I make 2 bunny ears. Oh, did I do it off the camera? Sorry, let's try again. Okay, so 2 bunny ears like that. I don't know if you guys can see that. 2 bunny ears, and then I just basically cross them over. Okay, and then there's like a little hole here, so then I can just put it through the hole, and then I just adjust. Okay, so I want a baby bow because it's a baby library clip. Okay, so it doesn't stress me out. It doesn't worry me that I'm snipping these off. First of all, because I don't really feel like it's wasting it, because I truly am using it. Okay, oh, let's see. Okay, there's our tiny little bow. Okay, and then we can just glue dot it right onto the library clip. So let me grab my glue dots. Okay, I know it's one thing to tie the bows, it's another thing to teach people how to tie them, but I'm sure people have different ways, but that's how I do it, the bunny ear. Okay, and then, so if you'll see here, there's like a tiny little glue circle, and I'll just pop that on. Culla's talking about OT school, because we went to school together. It's kind of funny how worlds collide. We went to school in Kingston at Queen's University in Ontario. That's where I met her first. I guess that's how we became Facebook friends, and she somehow knew. It's kind of hard to not know that I do this fun stamping business because I talk about it all the time and I'm always making handmade projects, so I guess she must have known. And now she got connected and now she's part of the wonderful Team Stick, so you never know what'll happen. Maybe somebody watching today will be the next Team Stick member. It would be great. We have a great team. We're a lot of fun. This week we have our special team get-together. And we're having our holiday party, so we'll have some potluck, we'll have some stamping with new, okay, let me see, I've got special ribbon scissors. I'm I'm being fussy with this ribbon. I should have just left it, but I wanted to cut off a little more of the tail here. There we go. Okay, Stampin' Up! Retired these scissors, but I still keep them. There you go. This is the project of the month. So this is the product of the month, the Hoot Hoot Hooray. So each week on Tuesday around 2 p.m., I will be hopping on to do a Facebook Live, and we'll share a new project using the stamp set of the month. So this is the product of the month, the Hoot Hoot Hooray. This is what we made today. Oh, I did put aside something I wanted to show you, though. Okay. Oh, dear. Okay. He fell off. Okay, so I just broke him. Anyway, this is the other thing I wanted to show you that I had made earlier this month. It's using our little craft pillow boxes so you could put a treat inside. So speaking of owls, I started playing around with some of our circle punches. These feathers, they're from a die called... oh, what's the name of the die? It is called something Seasons. Here it is. It's from this die, Seasonal Layers. And there's like a scallopy one. So I just cut out a few of the scallops with the different colors. And then this is from the oval layering dies for the little wings. Yeah, so that would be fun. Oh, this is on the year-end clearance, year-end closeout sale, on sale, these little copper foil little elements. Anyway, so you could put like a little treat inside, and this fell off when I was just grabbing it, but I had stamped a Hoot Hoot Hooray on the back. So anyway, it kind of fell off. But anyway, you get the idea. So there's so many fun things you can do with this stamp set. And speaking of the theme of owls, so that's the little owl I wanted to show you. Okay, so each week on Tuesday, you'll see a new project using this stamp set for the month of December. And don't forget, my December online ordering special is that you'll receive the free class in the mail. Basically, you'll get all the make and take supplies for each of the projects that I'll do this week in December using this, showcasing this stamp set. So basically what I'd send in the mail is the little clips. I'd pre-cut all the paper for you and color in the... oh, sorry, I wouldn't do any coloring or stamping for you. So you have to do your own stamping and do your own, use your own inks and stamp sets. So if you are placing an order and you want to recreate the cards exactly as I do it, make sure that you purchase this stamp set as well. Just go to genevieve.stampinup.net. When you're there, don't forget to look at the year-end closeouts because, as I said, you are going to want to nab this paper pumpkin kit. Everything is while supplies last, but to have this for only $17 and change is amazing. So don't forget to nab that when you're on my online store too. Okay, so I guess that's all the announcements for today. That's our stamping for today. Oh, hi, Julie. Good to see you on here. So yes, this guy is cute. I can't even remember where I got the original idea from. I think it was from one of the swaps I received on the cruise. And then I got, you know, I sort of made my own little version here. Okay, so let me flip the camera around so I can say goodbye. And then don't forget, anyone who comments also gets entered into a drawing. So if you're watching the recording later or you're being shy right now and you haven't commented, don't be shy. I love to chat with people. I love to say hello. I love to know that you're on. So make sure you comment so that I'll enter you into the drawing. Oh, I'm glad you love the box, Gunjan. Okay, thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next week on Tuesday at 2 on the Stampin' for Fun Facebook page. Bye for now.